Next up is Vermont. The abbreviation VT makes us think of the word vote because Burke voted Tip Top his new home. Well, the capital of Vermont is Montpellier, which is a French word. There's actually a city in France called Montpellier, and it was named by Colonel Jacob Davis, named after Montpellier in France. If you'll notice, the M-O-N-T at the beginning of the word Montpellier is the same as the M-O-N-T at the end of Vermont. Mont means mountain, and Verdmont was French for green mountain. So you can see that the area has plenty of beautiful mountains, the capital being Montpellier. If Burke's going to vote, here's his voting box. He's going to vote, this is my new home, not literally vote, but like in his mind. We're going to pave the way to the little voting box to help him get there. So Pellier, pave the way. Hopefully that'll help you remember, because Montpellier is probably one of the most difficult ones to remember, especially in terms of spelling, because it's French. Our endangered species for the area is the green mountain quillwort. And this is such an interesting species because it only has a limited number sets of chromosomes, whereas most of the other plants that are similar have more. And we're protecting this species because this will give scientists an opportunity to investigate evolution. If they can compare one plant that only has one set of chromosomes with others that have more, they might be able to pinpoint how hybridization happens and how changes in species occur. And this could be really valuable information. So keeping in mind, we are trying our best to save all of our endangered species because they are so incredibly important for the human race. So Montpellier, Vermont. Our state of New Hampshire, NH being the abbreviation, reminds us of new home because of Burke voting Tip Top his new home. The word Hampshire was named by John Mason, who was from England and named after a place where he lived in England called Hampshire. And our capital is Concord. Concord means harmony. And it really is such a great name for this particular capital because it resulted in a need for conflict resolution in the area. What happened was on the border of New Hampshire and Massachusetts, each state was giving land grants to individuals. Well, sometimes somebody would get a land grant and they weren't sure the land sort of was in a fuzzy area between the two states. And of course, conflicts arose out of who actually owned the land. So a place was set up and it was called Concord in the spirit of bringing harmony to the two areas that were right on the border between New Hampshire and Massachusetts. So our Concord, New Hampshire capital, we're going to put a guitar, and our endangered species is going to be our golden eagle, playing a guitar in the midst of a beautiful peace symbol to symbolize the peace and harmony that Concord, New Hampshire sought. All right, quick and easy review. Looks like a V for Vermont, Montpellier, and Concord, New Hampshire. Ready on the big map. Montpellier, Vermont, because it looks like a V there, and Concord, New Hampshire. He's playing a chord and bringing peace and harmony.